The air in Valeria's crystal palace was thick with the scent of burning candles and the weight of unspoken dread, as if the very walls held their breath under a sky bruised with storm clouds. Queen Meghan stood in the royal library, her crimson gown pooling like blood on the polished marble floor, her coronet a cold anchor against a trembling brow. The kingdom was unraveling, its #LSE quickened by a relentless cascade of scandals that had battered her reign. First, the whispers of her foreign origins, then the vicious rumors of a fake pregnancy, followed by a manipulated video falsely showing Prince Harry with another woman, and most recently, her father's devastating Netflix documentary accusing her of a shadowy pact. Now, a new blow had struck. A leaked audio recording, its content #S so incendiary that it threatened to burn the monarchy to ash. The record hashtagging, aired across Valeria's magical scrying orbs, captured a heated exchange between Meghan and Harry, their voices raw with anger and desperation. Worse, it was accompanied by a public declaration from Tyler Perry, a powerful media magnate from the neighboring realm of Eldoria, who had once been their ally. His were #DS, sharp as a blade, echoed through the kingdom. Harry and Meghan have betrayed us all. There is no turning back. The palace, once a bastion of grandeur, felt like a crumbling fortress as the recording's echoes reverberated through its halls. Tonight, Meghan had planned to address the royal as #assembly, a desperate bid to quell the unrest sparked by the failing harvests, a crisis tied to the weakening starstone, a relic said to bind Valeria's prosperity to the royal line. Her fingers grazed he leather-bound tomes lining the library walls, their ancient wisdom offering no solace. The audio, allegedly captured during a private meeting in the palace's West Wing, revealed Meghan and Harry arguing over their faltering Netflix deal and Starstone's secrets. Meghan's voice, sharp with frustra #tie-on, accused Harry of reckless secrecy, while Harry's retort hinted at a plan to seek aid from Eldoria's elite, a plan Meghan had opposed. The recording's leak had ignited public fury, with commoners and nobles alike decrying the couple's disunity at a time when Valoria needed strength. Tyler Perry's declaration, broadcast alongside the audio, accused them of exploiting Eldoria's resources for personal gain, branding them traitors #to both realms. Meghan's heart pounded, her emerald eyes oozed with a mix of rage and despair. Tyler Perry had been a trusted confidant, a bridge between Valoria and Eldoria, his media empire amplifying their vision of modern royalty. His betrayal cut deeper than the court's whispers, deeper even than her father's documentary. The recording's timing was no accident. It came just as Meghan and Harry closing in on the traitor threatening the Starstone, a figure warned of by Lysera, Vera, Caliph, and Seraphine in their shadowy meetings. Was Perry the mastermind, or merely another pawn? The question gnawed at her as she prepared to confront Harry, whose absence from the palace had become a familiar wound. A breathless page burst into the library, his face pale under his velvet cap. Your Majesty, Prince Harry has been sighted at the Nightingale Tavern, in the Shadow District, with an unknown figure. The guards await your command. The words struck like a lightning bolt. Another meeting, another secret, and now this damning audio exposing their private rife. Meghan's voice was steady, though her hands trembled. Take me to him, she commanded, sweeping through a hidden passage, her gown trailing like a storm's edge against cold stone. The carriage sped through Valeria's winding streets, past flickering lanterns and shuttered stalls, the clatter of hooves a relentless echo of her racing thoughts. Meghan recalled the early days with Harry, his reckless charm, his defiance of court protocol, his vow to weather every storm by her side. But his secrecy, meetings with Lysera, Vera, Caliph, Seraphine, and now this, had eroded her trust. The audio's raw emotion replayed in her mind. Her own voice, pleading, you're teary #ing us apart. Harry, and his reply, I'm trying to save us. The Nightingale Tavern loomed ahead, its weathered facade aglow with a conspiratorial light, its earthy #CK with wood smoke and whispered deals. Meghan pulled her hood low, her steps swift as she navigated the tavern's smoky common room, ignoring the curious stares of patrons clutching their ale. She climbed the narrow stairs to the room named by the page, her pulse a deafening roar. She pushed the door open without knocking. Harry stood by a small, flickering hearth, his auburn hair disheveled, his green eyes wide with a mix of guilt and urgency. Beside him stood a figure cloaked in deep indigo, their face obscured by a hood, the #NDS clutching a small, rune-etched box that pulsed faintly with light. The scene was charged with tension, far from the intimacy the court's rumors implied, but the sting of Harry's secrecy burned nonetheless. Meghan's voice sliced through the silence, sharp as a blade. Harry, another shadow meeting. While Tyler Perry declares war and this audio tears our lives apart, you're here with yet another stranger. The figure lowered their hood, revealing a face marked by age and resolve, their silver eyes glinting with quiet authority. I am Thalion, they said, their voice low but resonant, like a distant storm. I am a ciphermaster of the Veil, keeper of Valoria's hidden codes. Prince Harry sought me to unravel the truth behind the leaked audio. Harry stepped forward, his hands raised in desperation. Meghan, the recording was doctored, words twisted to make us sound divided. Thalion has proof it was Perry's doing, but not for the reasons you think. He's being coerced by the traitor we've been hunting, the one threatening the Stars Tun-e. Meghan's eyes blazed, her voice trembling with pain. Coerced. Tyler Perry, our ally, betrays us, and you expect me to believe he's a puppet. After my father's lies, the video, the pregnancy rumors, and now this audio exposing our every word. How many more secrets, Harry? The audio's raw emotion had cut deep, revealing their vulnerabilities to a kingdom already doubting her reign. She had vowed to protect their child, to prove her loyalty, but each scandal felt like a noose tightening around her. Thalion opened the rune-etched box, revealing a crystal disc that shimmered with an eerie glow. Thy #S is a resonance crystal, they said. It captures echoes of truth and lies. The audio you heard was altered, why our words were spliced with false ones to sow discord. Perry was forced to #ease it by a traitor within the palace, someone who knows the Starstone's location. They held up a parchment, its edges curling with age, inscribed with glowing sigils. #is cipher, found in Perry's archives, points to a plot to destroy the relic. The traitor used him to distract you, to keep you fighting each other instead of them. Harry took Meghan's hand, his touch desperate. I should have told you, he said, his voice thick with regret. I went to Perry for help, but he was already compromised. I found Thalion to trace the cipher's #rig in. The traitor is closer than we thought, someone in the royal assembly. Meghan pulled away, her heart torn between betrayal and duty. You've broken my trust, Harry, she said. But if Valoria is at stake, we face it together. Thalion's silver eyes gleamed with approval. The Starstone's chamber lies beneath the palace, guarded by traps only a royal can disarm. The traitor knows you're near the truth. We must act before they strike. Meghan straightened, her coronet a reminder of her duty. Perry's betrayal, audio, the pain, they could wait. Valoria's future hung in the balance. Lead on, she said, her voice resolute. As they left the tavern, the storm clouds parted, revealing a moon that cast long, treacherous shadows. The traitor was out the #re, their identity still cloaked, but Meghan's resolve burned brighter than her The #Starstone, and her